you guys seen this amazing Versace blazer that Camila wore on Instagram? Oh my gosh, I think it would be amazing for the holiday party season. And speaking of holiday parties, I have another holiday party dress tutorial for you guys right here. You could go ahead and watch that after this one. But today, I'm gonna show you guys how to make a blazer inspired by this Versace one, but styled my way. I'm Angelina, and this is Blueprint DIY, where we remake our clothes to be just as unique as us. And I have a goal to reach 100,000 subscribers before the end of the year, and I know that we can do it. All you have to do is, if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe. And if you are a subscriber, go ahead and share this video. That's how more people will know about this channel. And if they like it, they'll subscribe. And I post every single Saturday. The new time is 9 a.m. to be more convenient for you guys, but every single Saturday at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. And I'm doing Vlogmas this year, but more about that at the end. All right, the first thing you're gonna do is head on down to your local thrift store and find a blazer. It could be a men's blazer or women's blazer. It just depends on how you want it to fit. Mine is a DKNY blazer, and I absolutely love this 100% wool, thin wool blazer. Most blazers, when they say wool, they're super thick, it's super heavy and super hot, but this one is so perfect. It was $6.50, which is amazing for a wool blazer. And I am going to tell you that I was very scared to cut this, so you guys are not alone in that. And this dress is perfect for like any 8th grader's dinner dance or something like that, but I'm going to cut it up, and I actually have another use for the underskirt as well, so this is perfect for this project. So first, you're going to start off with cutting the lace. Really look at your lace and find a pattern that is suitable for what you're trying to do. I'm going to start off with the sleeve part, which is just trying to basically make a rectangle shape of a piece of the lace. And so I am looking at the lace, and I am trying to find something that kind of goes in a vertical pattern, and I'm going to begin to cut it. You're going to need some sharp scissors, specifically scissors that are sharp on the tips of them. That really helps to get close in and cut the lace away from the other lace. So you see me right here snipping the lace away, and I'm doing it in a general pattern right now, but later on I'm going to go back and get even more specific with my pattern. And I also cut other areas out that are more, free flowing, following the little flower patterns and different things like that, but I'll show you that in a second. So I have my first piece of lace cut out, and as I said before, I did go back in to get really close to the edges to really define that flower pattern. So I'll just lay it out on top of the sleeve of my blazer and use my trusty sliver of soap to mark where I want to cut the sleeve. In general, you want to cut about 1/2 inch from the edge of the lace. I'm not trying to follow the exact lace pattern because that would make the sewing part much harder. Now I'll use a ruler to connect my marks so I'll know where to cut. Alright, so now it's time to cut. And I've had quite a number of you tell me that this is the hardest part for you, and I'm not gonna lie, this is the hardest part for me. I really thought twice and even 3 times about whether cutting this blazer was the right decision. But like we said before, be afraid and do it anyway. And if you really think about it, what am I really losing? $3.50 is not a big deal. It is a calculated risk, so it's one I'm going to take, and we're gonna see how it turns out. And you can see here that I'm gonna add 2 lace sections on one side of the front of the blazer. And please note that I did remove those 2 buttons, and then at the end, when everything was sewn in, I put back one of them and a long strip across the back. And you'll cut those out the same way, about 1/2 inch from the lace, trying your best to make simple shapes. There is no turning back now. And this is how it looked after I cut all those holes out. And honestly, I am horrified and inspired all at the same time, because I low-key really like how it looks with all these holes cut out of it. And I'm thinking to myself, should I leave it just like this? But we're gonna press forward and see if we can make this thing happen. Next, you'll take it to your sewing machine or serger, depending on which one you have. If you only have a sewing machine, you're going to do a zigzag stitch on the edges. And if you have a serger, you will go ahead and serge the edges. And if you don't have either one, go ahead and fray check those edges and keep it moving. But if you're sewing, make sure you use matching thread. That is definitely going to help you out. All right, so I'm going to go to my serger to finish the edges, and you want to make sure to sew the lining separate from the body material. If you sew them together, you will get some weird pulling in different areas, and you don't want that. So here's how all your edges will look. As long as you use thread that matches your lace and your blazer, you will be good even if you make little mistakes. And once you've done all your edges, you can begin to lay the lace section back on top of the opening, lining them up and pinning them down. And I decided to pin down my sections one at a time, pin down a section, sew it, and then pin down the next section so that I didn't stick myself while I was trying to hand sew. Now for the last and most time-consuming step, you'll get a needle and matching thread. And you'll thread your needle so that one thread is long and the other side of the thread is short, because you don't want your thread to be seen. You want it to be as inconspicuous as possible. So then you'll place the needle through the blazer, slightly under the lace, and then up through the lace. Keep doing this all the way around the lace until you get to the end. Yes, and this is a very good project to do while you're watching Netflix or some of your favorite holiday movies. Once you get to the end, take your needle through one last time and wrap the thread around the needle twice. Then pull the needle through to make a knot and then cut away the thread. And that's it. Let's see if I ruined this jacket or if I actually pulled it off.
We got everything we need right here. Wine and burning chemistry. You and me alone. You and me alone. Inside of our embassy. Everything we need right here. Make me sing along. Sing along. I never thought I'd ever be stuck by you. I never thought I'd ever be stuck by you.
And as you can see, I am really glad that I went through with this project. And of course, I styled it in more of a street style way. But if you really want to make the leggings, you can definitely do that with kind of the same process. But please make sure that you use stretchy lace. Whenever you're doing something with a stretchy fabric, like your leggings would be a stretchy fabric, you would use the stretchy lace. The blazer is more of a it's a very non-stretchy fabric. So you would use non-stretchy lace. That's the general rule. It'll keep you from having weird pulling and stuff like that. So go forth and conquer. Okay, so this video is full of upcycle goodness, like this bucket bag made from an old coffee can, thrifted leather, and a belt. And also these two-tone jeans. And my pearl hair clips, and even this tank top under this sheer shirt that used to be just a regular t-shirt. And there's links to all of those in the description box, so definitely go watch those. And I'm super excited to announce that I will be doing Vlogmas this year. The 7 days before Christmas, I am going to give you guys a DIY each day, showing you guys Christmas gift ideas that you can make for all of your different types of girlfriends, like this one, which will be perfect for your hashtag makeup addicted friend. And we know we all have one, or maybe that's you. Let me know in the comments which friend you are, and definitely subscribe so you don't miss any of Vlogmas or any of the videos coming up. And definitely hit that notification bell, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. This is the moment you waited for. Alright, so here's what I did with the underskirt of the lace dress. My son was the strong man in the opening number for the Houston Thanksgiving Day Parade, and he needed a muscle suit, so I was super excited to do that for him. Honestly, probably not my best work, trying to do it really quickly, but I was so proud of him. He did such a great job. So I took the skirt and I cut it out as a top, then I had some batting and I added it inside along along with some other pieces from the skirt, added it inside to make some little muscles. Just reusing the things that I already had in the house. And so he was super excited. As soon as he put the muscles on, he was so into character as a strong man. He loved it. So yeah, all in all, everything from this dress was used, and I'm super excited that it was. And he got to ride the whole way of the parade with the mayor. So we were so proud of him. He did a great job. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.